Like I said, riding in the box truck, the big yellow school bus.
Hopefully Monday.
Our plan is to have two by, at least two approved. We're gonna have the first one Monday prepped and ready. So, we back, y'all. What's up, YouTube? I know we promised y'all the truck by Monday. It's Thursday.
Man, you crazy, man.
But I promise y'all this wasn't our intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like, we thought we were gonna get the truck on time. But this is really just a video to let y'all know some tips, some secrets. Because this situation that we in is something 9 times out of 10 y'all probably gonna go through, but a lot of people don't talk about it.
We finally got everything figured out, and tomorrow is our 21st day of the vetting process of our FMCSA.
Yes, sir. We're finna get that authority. Yes, sir. So, I mean, I say just stay tuned, man. Run the intro. Okay, so this video right here gonna be more informational. You know, the last one was pretty informational too, but it's really gonna be the steps and processes in starting a business. And then I guess the 5 hardest things that we had to learn on our own about how to start one. And just try to give you advice so you ain't gotta run into them, because you know, YouTube University is real, man. So we just trying to bring y'all something to this platform that can help y'all out in the future.
And it also gave you the virtual address. All that runs you about $428. And this is to get it expedited within 5 days to make your authority.
5 business days for the ones who don't know, y'all. That's very important. So you want to start this as soon as possible. So the reason why we went with NC file rather than getting the regular LLC through something else that was way cheaper is because it came with the EIN number, and you know, you're gonna need that for everything, including getting a business bank account, which is a really big step too. Because I mean,
also, the next step is, well, really, we didn't really do it in this order. Yeah. I got my DOT card way before we even started anything.
Same with me, because I was actually riding in a truck before. I wasn't driving, but you know, so.
This varies on where you are in the world, but for us, it was $85 a piece.
Yes, sir. Not the cheapest, and you gotta, you know, when this stuff start adding up, it's gonna be a pretty penny. And I guess this is kind of like an expenses video too, so I guess we'll mention that.
Yeah,
guess that's something for
it up.
Yeah,
the end of the video.
Okay. So then you got step number 5? Yeah, with the authority. And this is gonna take the longest, depending on who you get your truck with, or if you already got your truck. Because for us, the truck took longer, and that was probably the most frustrating thing about it. But back to the authority, it cost $300, and
so you have 21 days of a vetting process for you to get everything in order for your authority to go active, like your insurance and stuff like that. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. But what they don't tell you is, once you sign up for that US DOT number, people instantly hit your line.
And they start calling out man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Oh, you need to do your BOC3. Oh, you're not in compliance with DOT.
Do you need a factory company? You know what I'm saying? They be going crazy, man.
Yeah.
But
you gotta thin through everything that everybody's telling you.
Yeah.
Because they'll lead you in one direction and drag you out another.
And also, for the ones that don't know what an authority really is for you, it allows you to travel interstate. You know, so if you're trying to travel more than just locally, which honestly, you're gonna need it regardless, instead of intrastate. So yeah, it's mandatory if you're trying to make some real money, just being real. Okay, so yeah, while we on the authority, since it was the most frustrating, I mean, we had to get a lot of things fixed with ours. Because at first we were planning on having 2, maybe even 3 trucks. So when we made the application, if you're trying to make it in advance and you don't know how many trucks you're gonna have, you're gonna run into hiccups when you start, you know, the application with your authority.
Just do however many you have in the pipeline.
Yes.
Because FMCSA, the application got messed up because it said we had 12 drivers and we didn't even put 12 on the board at all.
And 3 trucks.
Yeah.
You know, we were just trying to fill in for what we wanted, not necessarily what we had. So that can delay the process too if you're not careful.
Yep.
And I think the 12 drivers wasn't even accidental. I think that's just something in the system that, because I mean, we don't even know 12, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for a 26-foot box truck, you need at least 750,000, which FMCSA is something going on in their system where it's only did the 300,000. So regardless, whenever you put in that application, it's gonna be wrong. So one of those people that called us, I actually listened to, and it was MCSA compliance. And I had already went on the FMCSA portal and seen that it was 12 drivers. So instantly at that point, when she said that to me, I was like, well, how can we fix it? And shout out to Lynn Ivy.
Lynn Ivy got us right.
Yeah, she helped us out a lot.
And she had a great attitude. You know, you're going to run into a lot of people in this trucking business, especially, I mean, if you finance a truck, I mean, we young, we got, you know, decent credit, and they was all matched together pretty decent. So we got a really good deal, probably about 8%, 7% down on our truck. We'll get into those expenses a little later too. But we'll probably put that in the truck video, matter of fact, you know, when we ride up in the big yellow school bus tomorrow. But
also, MCSA compliance, their consultant, she helped us with the fixing the application, which it takes like 10 business days. So as long as you get on it remotely fast, you'll be all right.
Oh yeah. Also for your authority to go active on time, our person for the FMCSA too.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
They then they put our BOC3 on there attached automatically.
BOC3. Yeah, it was $100, which you could have paid $25, but they do it
for you.
They automatically update it for you.
That's good too. And you're gonna also need your insurance too. We chose Progressive. Them probably the only people who are insured to, you know, young motor drivers under 25 for 26-footer. So. Oh
yeah, you're also gonna need your driver qualification. It costs us $187
each.
So, and for her to fix our application, it costs $100. That's water under the bridge.
It adds up, y'all. And then the decals for the truck also, because you're gonna need at least 2 inches of your name for your business and also your DOT number. And maybe MC number depending on what state you're in. So
also be on the lookout for your mail, because I didn't get this letter until like a week late. But only thing it is your new entrance phone call with the FMCSA to validate everything. But you need that before your authority goes active.
So along with the talks for insurance, you're gonna need to know which truck you're looking on purchasing. If you already have one, you're gonna have a way easier process. The worst thing gonna be waiting them 21 days to travel interstate while, you know, getting your authority. But
you also need, if your truck needs any maintenance or anything like that, well, luckily we are getting ours from Penske, so they DOT inspect it before it leaves the lot.
Yeah.
And the bank won't fund it until it's DOT inspected.
And you're also gonna need an ELD, which is an electronic logging device, and it basically tracks, you know, where your truck is gonna be at all times. And then you can also get a discount with your insurance provider. At least we did. It's up to like 16-18%. So I mean, but they're gonna, you know where you are, and you know, you just want to be riding within the right limits of your agreement.
We chose to go with SAMSURA because they did a little internet Zoom call. They showed us, like, we see the mileage that our drivers are going, because we're not planning on driving the rest of our lives.
No.
So we can check maintenance and how many stops they made, where they are, all type of stuff, dash cams and stuff like that. And also you need pallet jacks. We're gonna get those once we go up to get the truck. And you need straps.
And just to touch up on the, we know the price for the pallet jack, but just to touch up on the ELDs, we got free hardware, and monthly is $39 a month, right? Mm-hmm. So we didn't really pay, too much for that, but that is, gonna add to the expenses at the end of the video.
It's $176 because you had to get 3 in order to do the discount.
Yeah. Now you guys don't have to go that route. I say just, Keep Trucking is pretty good too. That's somebody I know well does that, and I think it's like $54 a month, something like that.
So
it all depends.
But if we had bought just one, it would have been like $250. So
yeah,
today we sent the other 2 back.
Yep. So we were just trying to plan ahead just in case we actually did get approved for those 3 trucks. Spoiler alert, we didn't get all 3. We didn't get approved for all 3. Being a new business with not too much income behind you, it's gonna be really tough to do that. So we're gonna still bang it out like partners. And we're still gonna do team operations. And we actually just got a deal with one of his old co-workers to move some of their stuff on February 16th. And 2 RPM, right from there. $2 RPM, not the best, but we kind of gave him a deal due to knowing him. $1,600 for about almost 800 miles. So we really excited for that too. So that's gonna be a trip for us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stay overnight, come back. Hopefully we can find a load coming back. We just got so much planned. The biggest thing is just hopefully tomorrow pulling up in that truck, getting the truck, and just start trucking.
Also, for our insurance, make sure you do it 3 to 5 days before your authority is supposed to go active. We cut it close. We did it yesterday, and we talked to our consultant, and it's already showed up on our record today. So we're blessed.
Yeah, you guys just got to be patient when it comes to the authority. Don't rush, because we were almost gonna, start our insurance probably about 2 weeks ago, thinking we were gonna get the truck when they told us, and just to have the insurance ready so we wouldn't run into hiccups. But as long as it lines up with the authority, you'll be fine. Even if you got the truck before, we ran into that problem too, as far as trying to find a local dispatcher to only ride in our state of Georgia, if you don't know. So, yeah.
Also, make sure you have your BOC3, which is your blanket coverage when you're crossing state lines.
Yeah.
Fortunately, our consultant took care of that for us. We paid a little more over, but hey. Also, you gotta register your truck once you get it in whatever zip code or state that you're in. And also, last but not least, you gotta make sure you do your UCR, which is just telling the state how many trucks you have.
Was that $59?
Yeah.
$62 for electronic.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, $62.
So that's adding again to the expenses. So our expenses and what you guys may pay may be a little different. I think we paid a little more to have a safer route, because so we wouldn't have any concerns and thinking, did we have enough? Did we do too much? You know what I'm saying? Like Lynn for our MC really helped us get through it. So I hope that's the case. I hope everybody's pretty helping. She even, find us brokers, local dispatchers. We can talk a little bit about the factory.
We'll link her company in the bio also, so that'll get you right. She also sent us what we need in the truck, what we need as far as if we get pulled over and stuff like that. Make sure you have binders and stuff like that, so you can file all your paperwork and put it in your truck.
Yeah, we actually just went to Walmart today and just got a lot of stuff for the business. As far as keeping invoices, just keeping everything sorted. Because you guys got to remember, the hardest part about trucking isn't, of course we're brand new, but we're kind of knowing it's not necessarily getting the truck and driving and doing loads or the sleep and blah, blah, blah. It's really about the business and how we doing business. And we're going to go over when we start, getting the income in the business, how we're gonna do ourselves. I mean, spoiler, it's probably gonna be a salary because, we're young and we're seeing this money coming in. You gotta be disciplined. Can't just blow it. But that's gonna be a pretty interesting video. And just so you know, so the number one thing for me, I say, is Penske and just finding the right truck. And when you find the right truck, pray to God that it's not already taken, And also, it's like a really picky thing too. If you don't have a CDL, a lot of people who get box trucks normally don't have a CDL, and that's a really good thing, behind it.
It cannot be over 26,001 GVW.
Can't be over 26,000 gross vehicle weight, right? So the very first truck we tried to get, it was a 2016 Hino, right? And I mean, that truck, it was beautiful, y'all. Had great mileage. We didn't find out that vehicle was overweight until like a week or two. Yeah, almost 2 weeks. And it was approved. So we're talking to the financing manager. He's just like, oh yeah, we can get this done for such and such down. And we don't even have a CDL, so we can't get the truck. Number two, the financing company.
Premier is a great company, but
it's linked through Penske.
Yeah, their communication is awful.
It is literally the worst. It's probably, out of these 5, the worst thing is the lack of transparency with this financing company. That's why I said, if you can buy a truck cash, and I know it's a lot of money, but if you have the money, save yourself the trouble. Because it's going to save yourself a lot of time and stress with just getting a truck.
I've never in my life begged somebody to take money from me. They won't take it. I don't understand.
It's crazy, y'all. Like, y'all think we exaggerate. Like I said, with those guys, it's just a lack of transparency. You can call them all day, they will not answer. They won't call back. You can leave a voicemail, you can email them. And I understand we're not the only people in Georgia, let alone the United States, trying to get a truck. But if we're doing business with you as a business, we expect for you guys to tend to us like we, tend to y'all as far as taking care of us and our needs, you got one job,
Take care of your customers.
The customer's always right.
Man, you crazy, man.
Unless you with Premier Financing. So if you could go through Ryder, we didn't do it. I'm gonna just keep it real. Ryder is so expensive for what they have to offer. Penske is just a cheaper route. Like I said, if you got the cash to go buy a new truck, do it. If you got the cash to go buy a used truck and fix it up, a lot of people have done it, and it's not, it's not dumb. So if you can do it, do it.
And on top of the prices for the truck, insurance for both 22. So just imagine. We're gonna get into that.
We're gonna have a way better video for y'all as far as expenses, as far as like, I guess our bottom line and what we gotta hit every month, and it's insane. Okay, this video, we tried to give you some tips as far as, and we're still on number 4, by the way. It's gonna be the vetting process for the authority. And I was saying, we're trying to give you tips on how to kind of avoid the mistakes installing, and that was mainly for the truck. But the 21 vetting day process is probably the most aggravating because even if you do everything right, you still gotta wait, because if you got a truck and you can't get on the road, and make some money, I mean, that's 21 days, you're kind of wasting time. So it ain't really no way to get around that as a new, trucking company. But yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, and the 5th hardship is the business side of things. Most people in this profession, they already have their truck, they already have everything already figured out. But to be honest, we don't have everything figured out, but we're figuring it out.
We are, because, it relates to really saving money. You gotta keep money in the business. You gotta keep money allocated for taxes. You gotta keep money allocated for maintenance. And we still gotta have the hardship of paying ourselves. So, it's hard to scale a business that we don't really know. We know it's profitable, but we don't know which margins we're gonna hit. We got goals that we wanna hit, but it's hard to kind of, base our salaries off those goals if we haven't, yet to get them. And we know it's something that probably won't be a problem in the future, but just starting off, it's not just as simple as, you know, we just take everything we got, split it in half, and have your half of the bill, you know, because it just doesn't work like that, y'all.
We're building to something bigger.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to grow ourselves, but also the business itself, and trying to make it work for us one day.
Oh yeah, and it's just you know, the salary is gonna be something to humble ourselves too, because the money that we will see is something we ain't never seen. So we're just trying to get ourselves ready for it, and I guess you gotta stay home.
Do it for this video. I'm RKMK.
I'm RKO Mike.
Bow.
We gonna see y'all boy later, man. Hey man, hit it with the outro, Rob.